You are watching Dark Frames, where horror stories come to life without the nightmares. We open with Alice, the lone survivor from part 1, having nightmares and talking to her mom on the phone. She's trying to move on, but she finds Mrs. Voorhees' severed head in her fridge like it's Tupperware. But she's not alone. Jason's watching. And with zero explanation, he stabs her in the head with an ice pick and vanishes. Cue title screen, Friday the 13th, Part 2. We jump ahead 5 years. Paul Holt's opening a new counselor training center near Crystal Lake. Meet our fresh batch of victims. Ginny, smart and resourceful. Jeff and Sandra, the horny rule breakers. Mark, the charming guy in a wheelchair. Vicky, who's into Mark. Scott, a prankster. Terry, Scott's crush. And some other extras who wisely go to the bar later and live. At night, Paul tells the legend, Jason didn't drown. He's alive, saw his mother get decapitated, and now lives in the woods, waiting. Everyone laughs. Ginny's not so sure. Meanwhile, good old crazy, Ralph, creeps around camp, whispering doomsday stuff. And in true horror fashion, he immediately gets garroted by barbed wire around a tree. Terry's dog, Muffin, runs off. The audience assumes the worst. The local sheriff catches a glimpse of someone darting through the woods. He chases him to a rundown shack. Inside, he finds something horrible. Before he can tell anyone, Jason caves in his skull with a hammer. That night, Paul takes a group to town for drinks. The rest stay behind, and it goes bad fast. Scott tries to steal Terry's clothes while she's skinny dipping, but gets caught in a snare trap. While hanging upside down, Jason slashes his throat. Terry stumbles into the aftermath, screams, and vanishes from the movie. We assume she's dead. The MPAA got hungry. Sandra convinces Jeff to sneak into the off-limits camp across the lake. Later that night, they're in bed when Jason double spears them in one of the franchise's most iconic shots. Mark rolls outside looking for Sandra. Jason delivers a machete to the face and sends him flying down a staircase in his wheelchair, a Hall of Fame kill. Vicky heads upstairs, finds Jason wearing a sack over his head and holding a pitchfork. She gets stabbed too. Ginny and Paul return from the bar and find the place silent. Paul gets jumped by Jason. There's a fight, and his fate is left ambiguous. Ginny runs, Jason chases. She hides in a bathroom, a car, then ends up deep in the woods, inside Jason's shack. In the most iconic scene, Ginny throws on Pamela Voorhees' sweater and pretends to be Jason's mom. It works, briefly, until Jason sees the actual head behind her. Ginny slices his shoulder with a machete. Jason collapses. Ginny and Paul relax in a cabin, until Jason crashes through the window like a sack-headed linebacker. We cut to Ginny in an ambulance, calling for Paul. No explanation, no closure. Back at the shack, Pamela Voorhees' head still sits there, smiling. Jason's debut as the killer. Potato sack mask, mom issues, and a machete hobby that's just getting started. That's it for this one. Another horror movie survived, sort of. If you like your chills with less blood and more brains, hit that subscribe button and join us for the next Dark Frame. We break down what goes bump in the night, so you don't have to. See you in the shadows.